Hey ladies, I wanted to address one of the questions that I asked you about reverence this morning, and I appreciate your responses. And I do want to say, even if you're not posting something every day, please do check in every day because you want to see what's happening in the groups. You won't miss some teachings and things, but really just so you can check in with yourself and see how you can add value to the conversation or receive something from somebody who has received from the Shemaim. You know, I asked you about reverence and humility, and I appreciate your honesty that because those are terms that are hard to define. So what I want to submit to you is something that I've discovered. You know, a lot of times we want, I think, answers about the spiritual, but we're going to find that we begin to truly understand about the kingdom in doing, even when we don't understand it. Where am I going with this? This morning before, as I was driving to work, this is what I felt God's Spirit just speak into mine. And it was well before you had posted some of your things today. But listen to this. There is no true learning until there is practicing. That is why the Torah teaches us that the people said, whatever you say, we will do, asa, meaning accomplish, and we will shema, we will understand. So the doing leads to the understanding, and I hope that makes sense. That is actually a verse found in Exodus 24:7. Then he took the book of the covenant and read it in the hearing of the people, and they said, all that Hashem has spoken, we will asa, we will accomplish, we will do, and we will be obedient, or we will obey, or we will understand. You know, the word shema, not only does it mean hear, but it means to obey and to understand. This is very important teaching for us. That sounds kind of redundant if you think about it in the English without thinking about it in Hebrew. All that the Lord has spoken we will do, and we will be obedient. Think about that. Asa, Shema. Whatever Hashem has spoken, we will accomplish. Then we will understand. So think about that today and ask yourself if it's reverence, if it's humility, which are kingdom concepts. So it's not like we can just and, you know, define them however we want. How does Hashem define them for us? What does He teach us? And the only way that we can ever discover what that truly is by God's Spirit teaching us and training is go into yourself and ask, how can I express reverence? How can I express humility right now, in this moment, to that individual, to that person? And in so doing, we are learning what it means to truly shema, to understand. So I hope that makes sense. You guys have a beautiful evening, and as you study in order to practice, right? So the understanding comes after the doing. Have a beautiful evening.